Junpei glanced around the room they'd found themselves in. And then we go fast forwarding. Yeah, just enjoy it because like as soon as you start college, man. Ugh.
Trust me, as one who's finishing up his senior year of college.
As someone that is finishing up her senior year of college too.
And is working as a teacher right now. As in, like, literally teaching kids.
Like, literally the only reason why I don't have a job right now is because Amazon requires freaking 3 weeks of training, which I can't miss a whole, like, I can't miss a day of the training. A day. So, of course, you know. I'm a wee baby. Yeah, that's true. Patrick is a wee baby. Was Zero still on the ship with them? Of course he is. That was obvious. Zero is somewhere on the ship, but Junpei had no idea where. Junpei mumbled to himself, lost in thought. Where could Zero be hiding? Suddenly, everyone went very quiet. The silence was cold and clammy, and Junpei could feel it crawling across his back and around his throat. You won't like being poor and not having enough money! Shut up, Cleffa!
I have a grant, so thank God for that.
Yeah. Like, I seriously went through, I seriously went to apply to jobs like Amazon and another workplace like Sykes and other workplaces like call centers and stuff, and they're all like, you have to have 3 weeks of training, which you cannot miss a day. And one of my days in university is a full day, and that's Tuesdays. And I was like, hey, but I have university on Tuesday. Who is this in Skype? That's Mudu!
Hi.
Or Jinbi Hosa in stream. But like so like they were like, you cannot miss, and I'm like, well, can't I come like on a Saturday or something to be trained? I got everything but the game, Patrick, because the game is a damn it, Kyle!
What?
Kyle donated again.
I don't hear it, that's why. I'm like, huh?
Oh my god, Kyle. You're so nice. So, oh my god. We broke 200, guys.
Yay! Clap us. Clap us in the chat now. Vic,
Thank you.
clap us.
Anyway, so like I was asking them, hey, can't I just like go another day, you know? Like on Saturday to get trained and everything, and they're like, no. I was just like,
We're not doing a Kappa check.
200. No, not all the
Kyle,
kappas.
no. Invasion of the Kappas.
All of the kappas.
You have to put a space between that.
But yeah, so the thing is that because of all of that, they were like, no, you have to come in the week and stuff. We cannot train you in the weekend. So I basically wasted 2 months of my life looking for a job, and I can't. Anyway, Junpei says that he wants to go through door number 1. And with this, we get the proper coughing ending.
Technically not an ending, though.
Technically not an ending, but still an ending.
Not really.
It's actually an ending. It is considered an ending, though.
It is considered an ending, but the thing is, it gives you a to be continued.
But I still want to show it up because
Yeah.
it's an ending that you can miss it.
Yeah.
Stop everything you're doing to maybe get this job. No, like, for most of the jobs, I was already hired. I just had to go through 3 weeks of payment. Of training.
Payment? Ooh, 3 weeks of payment.
I wish. 3 weeks of 3 weeks of training, and then I would start working. I mean, the training is obviously paid and everything, but my university has a 3 misses you're out policy. Basically, I can only miss classes 3 times, and after that, I can't miss again. And I already have things that I can't go to class for all the time, every month. So, yeah. So, after this term ends, I am going to the US until the 31st of January, and then I am looking for jobs or internships in the US, and if not, applying for a job here, saving money to go to the US and get a job in the US. So, yeah. Anyway, Santa was unconvinced. Hey, wait a minute there. You cheated? Cheating? I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted. How could I do that? I wrote it down in the paper earlier. Where are you going to in the US? Around DC. I want to work at the Inter-American Court of Human Rights. And if I can't work there, I know of the give me a second. I remember the initials, the thingy that it makes up its name, but it's COHA, and it's a center of studies. And I'm trying to open it up. It's the Council on Hemispheric Affairs, which works with
Hemispheric Affairs?
Yeah, it's a place where people study everything that happens, obviously, in the American continent, and helps the U.S. by giving them analysis of what's happening and everything. It's really interesting, and if I can't make it there, I am also gonna apply for internships at the OAS. There's a couple of internships that I might be able to get at the White House. They're usually not paid, though, but I think at the White House they will be paid. And if not, like embassies, and if not, I'll just get a freaking call center job for a while until I get a job there. So yeah, anyway, story time. Let me see that. Junpei shrugged and handed it to him. Santa examined it furiously. Hemisphere refers to the Western Hemisphere? Yeah, because it's centered in the US. So, they're talking about the US, Canada, all the way to Argentina. Yay! The others peered at it as well. Well, I would only want an internship in the White House if Donald Trump doesn't win. As they did. How many raffles do I have now, Firi? You have... No, it's $5 per entry.
I forgot what we started on, that's why.
Oh, 65. So 5, okay. 8. You have
that's
8.
That's 45, so that's 9.
9? Wait. No, 8.
Wait, 45 I thought, because we started at 65.
No, that's 35.
Oh, doy. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I've been getting less than 6 hours of sleep a night, so I'm like, I can't do math at night.
I'm pretty sure it's 8, so give me a second. This is 1, this is 2, that's 3, that's 5, and then 15, it's 3. Yeah. It's 8. And shouldn't it be 7?
7 times 5 is 35.
Let me see. That's 5, 15, 25, 40. There we go. I did math.
So it's 40.
Yeah, we started at 60. We started at 60.
Oh, 60. Okay.
Yeah.
60, not 65. Okay, there's the error.
Yeah. Math.
Wait, where's the error?
Where did we all go wrong?
By me becoming a math teacher.
You are becoming a math teacher? You're not doing a good job.
Hey, I was one that was trying to understand the weird mistake that was going on there.
No, I also was trying. You have to admit that I was also trying. I was like, what the fuck? What? Huh? Math is not my only weakness. It's economy.
Economics isn't that bad for me.
Now I understand it big time, but at the beginning of my university thing, I was like, why do I have to know this? And then I kind of found the charm in it. Just I'm not gonna go through that line. As the
This is in stock markets then.
I know, but still. As they did,
But
Junpei quickly slipped the piece of paper that he'd been hiding into his pocket. Although he'd never know it now, Santa had been justified in his suspicions. Junpei had switched papers. He had prepared 3 pieces of paper for doors 1, 2, and 6, and put the paper with door 6 on it into the pot. He put a small mark on it so he would know which one was his. He put the paper that said door 1 in his left hand and the paper that read door 2 in his right. When the drawing began, he saw to it that he drew last. The rest was easy. If he wanted to go into door 1, he'd use his left hand. If he wanted to, and his right, if he wanted to go to door 2. I sometimes... Kyle, I feel really bad now. I sometimes feel really awkward reading out loud because sometimes, like, my tongue gets twisted and stuff, so...
you mean tongue-tied?
I thought... well, yeah. I guess it would make sense.
Like, that is the definition of tongue-tied, right?
I think so. Oh, I thought tongue-tied would be more like not being able to say something, like being quiet, not being able to speak. Like being shocked or something. Anyway, of course he wanted a door 6. That would be simple. All he needed do that sounds stupid. I'm reading this sentence, and it would be all he needed to do was switch nothing and say 6 had been what he wanted all along.
No, that is a grammatical error, though.
Right? That wasn't me?
That is.
Okay.
All he needs to do is all needed.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, what does it say? He fought the urge to smirk. He got lucky. Santa snorted and tossed the paper aside, frustrated. Very well, we've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself. 1, 4, and 5 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Our only problem is the 2 remaining teams. June and I want door 6. Lotus and I want door 2. That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Fine. 7 will go through door 6. 3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 24. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Sure thing. I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age. Oh my god. Whose emote is that?
Oh my. That is... Doxy.
Oh, interesting.
I love the name of it. Doxy Fart Slide.
Yeah. Well, Jin was at loss for words. Lotus was not. That pig. You just wait and see. Her eyes were the eyes of a woman prepared to kill. A shiver ran down Junpei's spine. Even after they separated at the staircase, Lotus was still muttering angrily to herself. Circumstances dictated that Junpei and June would have to part ways again, but this time it didn't sting quite so much. After all, he knew he would see her again. I'd be using your emotes for... I know I don't have any! Don't remind me! It's so sad. But it's fine. We will make it sometime. It might take us a year. It might take us 1 billion years. But we'll make it. Right?
I think so.
Till we find that 9 door, 0 ain't gonna split us up. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again.